Hello, welcome back to Sushi Live Noding. Today I will be showing you how to create something like this. So before I explain what's going on here, I'm just gonna start from scratch. One node that's responsible for this is this barycentric transformation. So this node is very interesting because it's simply kind of like instancing objects into triangle of a mesh. So let's get started. So let's just save this as Barycentric, and let's open up SVerchok nodes, and I always start with the nodes that's responsible for this. So it's expecting vertex triangle source and also the target. The source is usually you just provide it with a triangle. It can be a circle, but I just turn it into a triangle by changing the number of vertices. So for the target, we need an icosphere, but it needs to be separated. Okay, so this is the basic. And we're gonna get some kind of output. And for now, I'm just gonna be using a box to instance over the triangle. So let's take a look at the result. Oh yeah, this happens time to time, right? This is when I think because I'm connecting this to the edges. We don't need to connect this to the edges. We just need to face. So we have something like this. This is actually a box that's been placed on the icosphere. So let's see if I scale it down, and then if I create another mesh viewer icosphere, you can see now. So it's basically these nodes try to kind of like adapt the objects into the triangle. Okay, so you can replace it. You can replace the box with a cylinder. It will. You can see this is simply. It's gonna work. It's very easy. And if you want to mix and match things, it's very easy. Also, so if you have like a box, a cylinder, and something else, you can simply join them, and this will be clever enough to instance the objects. Okay, so let's try. Let's do another one. Sphere. Oh, actually, use a donut. So torus, box, and cylinder. Just gonna join them. There's actually a macro to do this, but I'm not gonna do that. So I think this might need to be like that. So currently, it's actually doing something really weird. This might not be what you want, but the result is quite interesting. So I might actually keep this. Let me check my other setup. So with a triangle, barycentric. So this is what I want to show you actually. So let's join level 1, combine everything. So I think one options that I didn't change is this cycle. So maybe I need to cycle that. Select the barycentric, keep this join level 1, and let's this thing to cycle. There you go. File, save as. So there's something really unique about this node, as this have this match length, and you can play around with this. Okay, it was set to repeat last, but we can actually cycle, so it cycles through of the nodes here. So in the end you get something like this. So in order to make what I created earlier, like when I showed earlier, okay, these complex things. So what's going on here is, okay, I started with Suzanne, and I triangulate Suzanne and scale it and polygon boom it. So this is becoming the target. The source is of course just the normal triangle, but we have control over the triangle. I can actually randomize the seed a little bit, so we can control the shapes a little bit. And then here, all these complex things is actually just a circle that's been randomized, where the seed, each and every seed is randomizing the circle. And also I'm using noise displays, which I also randomize using number range and list split. And if I run this, it's almost like if it is actually animating as well. So it's quite a elaborate kind of setup, and I can unmerge this, so each pieces is actually separate. So it's quite unusual. It's almost like you're making a lot of piece of glasses and try to create Suzanne. And then you can do like solidify, etc. I think this is a very interesting nodes. And I also have something like this. This is also what I have earlier, is where I created something that looks like a liquid, because each of the pieces I simply remesh it back into single objects. So it's you might think, okay, this is really weird, but it works. So it's this is like a liquid. You can change the noise, and the noise will give you a different look. Try cell noise. There you go. It's slightly weird, but there you go. The one node that's responsible is this Barycentric transform. I don't know why it works. This is under transform. There's a lot of really interesting nodes here that I never use, but give it a try yourself. Hopefully this is interesting for you. Let me know what you think. So, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.